Yasha Allah, Yahweh, Allah Haganawa, Yahweh, Ahad, Shemai, Yasha Allah, Yahweh, Allah Haganawa, Yahweh, Ahad, Shemai, Yasha Allah, Yahweh, Allah Haganawa, Yahweh, Ahad, Brakatik Yahweh, Brakatik Yahweh Shai, Brakatik Yahweh, Brakatik Yahweh Shai, Brakatik Yahweh, Brakatik Yahweh Shai, Bahasar, Rahaha Kodash. I want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who well, as well as peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. I was a high spirit and lawyer, formerly known as Spirit in Judah, but I just had reason to believe I'm a Levite, you know. But if I find out I'm another tribe, I won't change my name. Just inside joke. But long story short, I was thinking about something in the spirit, man. You know, a brother sent me, elder brother sent me a video about this herbalist who goes by the name of Zen, Z-E-N. And he was on this particular podcast, this interview called I Never Knew TV, which I Never Knew TV has very interesting guests on there, people they interview, and a lot of their topics revolve around health and wellness. This is the same topic they had Bishop Nathaniel Seven on there, all right? But a lot of the topics revolve around, you know, health and wellness for the so-called black man. I would even say the black, Hispanic, and Native American man, healing, mental health. So it's a lot of good topics on that particular show. You know, it's important that we men, all right, we develop our minds when we're in this truth. So if we're not in the truth, if we're not immersed in the word, and we're not, you know, we should still be on some type of intellectual development, man. Because Babylon just wants you to be entertainment. But you have to understand, they're just the food that you feed the cattle. The elites feeding you entertainment, they're just food that you feed the cattle. Now you have your entertainment. Brothers watch sports, brothers into movies, you know, brothers got their favorite TV series. But outside of that, man, I speak for myself. It's just important to just be mentally developed. All right, going back to the topic, Babylon has destroyed us, man. You know, everything that Babylon gave us, they destroyed us. But I was thinking about it. They took our most dominant drives that the Most High gave us to continue existence, and he took it and exploited it. All right, he took it and exploited it, man. All right, he took your shalom to you, prince of the power of Judah. All right, but he took your dominant drives, man. Your drive to reproduce, all right, and your drive to put nourishments in your body, food into your body. You have a drive that does that. So no matter, it's an involuntary drive, all right? At a certain age, you're going to have a reproductive drive at around 12, 11, 12, all right? Because biologically, you're an adult. But now, from a nature standpoint, it's time to reproduce yourself. You didn't create that drive. It's an involuntary mechanism within you. Same thing with hunger. You have a hunger drive. You're driven to put food into your body, real food. When I say food, I mean fruits and vegetables, man. Don't get me wrong, you know, 30% of our diet is the macronutrients, the meat, the fat, the carbs, but mainly the fruits and vegetables. But the point was, in the beginning, the Most High gave you these drives, all right, to continue your existence. That's what it's for. You have a reproductive drive. You have a hunger drive. You're driven to reproduce yourself. That's why the Most High said, be fruitful and multiply. Be fruitful. Now it's ironic because your two drives in the beginning was to eat fruit and reproduce yourself. And the fruit actually incentivizes you to reproduce. But it's just ironic that the act of reproducing is called being fruitful, because those are the two most important things you have to do as a human, as an earthling, is eat food or fruit at that time, all right, and multiply yourself through the act of being fruitful or reproductive. Okay? But Esau, this damn dark scientist, all right, starting with the elites, they've engineered this substance that you would call food to get us addicted to a product that has no nourishment. If you were to go on a fast, like intermittent fast, and you didn't eat till 12 o'clock, and the first thing you ate was fruit, your favorite fruit, it's going to taste so good, because that's the most high, that's the most highest reward system, that dopamine release. That's his reward system for putting life back into you and thus extending your life. But it's his reward system, and it's an incentive for you to keep doing it. Yet this man has millions of products on the shelf throughout the world, throughout the westernized world, that is engineered to manipulate your brain to give you a reward without putting nutrients back in your body. So if the first thing you ate when you woke up in the morning was watermelon, pineapple, it will taste so good, and you'll feel the water just massaging your brain, so to speak. All right? It feels so good. You know? So why borrow a car? Or borrow a car to why? You know? I would think the brother asks, what's the best fruit to eat after a fast? I speak from a subjective standpoint, but it's definitely a fruit that's high in water. So a fruit that's high in water would be like watermelon, globe grapes, you know. But I would recommend fruit that has a high level of water and a high level of fiber, because watermelon is high in fiber, pineapple is high in water and high in fiber, and the fiber will help give you that bowel movement to push the waste out. All right. So I just think of fruit that's high in water and high in fiber. Like I said, water to replenish your body with the H2O. When it comes to fruit, is H320. All right. But fiber, because you have to push that waste out after the fast. Okay. So some examples of that would be watermelon. I would think pineapple, grapes, you know, muscadine, you know, things of that nature, things in that category. But going back to the point, Esau has taken the drives, these mechanisms that drive you to reproduce yourself and sustain life, and he took that and exploited it. He has that down. He has that down to a science. Yeah, I had a fruit smoothie yesterday and put it back in me, man. All right, but Esau took your drives and exploited it. Now you're bombarded with fake food. He gave you this delusion of fast food, but food wasn't designed to get fast. The closest thing to fast food is really fruits, because you don't have to cook it. You just buy it and eat it. That's really fast food. You know? Real shit. But he took that and gave you Skittles. Skittles is, candy is fake fruit. That's why all candy is what? Fruit flavored. But the thing about candy is that it's a drug, because it's full of concentrated sugar. It's not, the sugar didn't grow inside the candy, and the candy didn't grow from nature. It was engineered to get you hooked, or to get your child hooked, or get you hooked since childhood. Now you're in your 20s with missing teeth. Like, I got fucking missing teeth, man. All right? Then you're putting this sweetness in your mouth that gives you an artificial experience that's similar to putting fruit inside of your mouth, but it's more sugar, it's concentrated sugar. So you prefer to have the candy over the fruit, but you're lacking the nourishments that fruit will give you. This nigga is demonic. And fruit fruit make you want to put a baby in your woman, man. But the Most High did that because it goes back to the garden: be fruitful and multiply. And our diet was exclusively fruit. Candy don't do that shit. Candy is the reason why your little boy can't sit his behind down in class, or your daughter. Your yellow 5, yellow 6. All right. Your son always getting in trouble, but you can't make the correlation between all that candy he be eating. All right. Then he's a child, so they're already impulsive. All right. The most destructive things is legal. No, we're not pushing smoking marijuana because you're not really supposed to smoke marijuana anyway. It's more like a tea. But how many Jakes have lost their freedom for 5-10 years or more for being caught with marijuana just for this nigga Esau to turn around and sell it? But Google how many people a year die from marijuana. You can't really pull up the numbers like that because it's not many. But then Google how many people die from cigarettes. 480,000 plus another 40,000 from secondhand smoke from being around a nigga that smokes cigarettes. So that's over 500,000 people every year die from cigarettes, and they sell it at Kroger behind the little glass. They sell it at a grocery store behind the glass. Newport's cool. The Ishmael greedy ass, he sell it to you in singles. And then when you work when you're in the adult world, my nigga, all right. And I'm not calling brothers niggas, I'm just getting off my chest, man. When you're in the adult world, all right, bro, you gotta de-stress. So Esau already has it where you finna work this job that's wearing you down, and you finna fucking smoke a square, fucking smoke a cigarette every day, man. Now these chemicals is designed to make you addicted. But that's not even the number one cause of death. Going back to food, the number one cause of death is ultimately the standard American diet. And I say ultimately because the number one cause of death is heart disease. But where does the heart disease come from? The standard American diet. Processed meat. The artery clogging, man. That's a good thing. But you hate the smell of cigarettes. Oh, I forgot today is Halloween, man. You know? But that's just the food aspect. You see? So Esau, we're living in this fucking laboratory called America, where your brain is going to go to the last thing that it causes to release dopamine. So the last thing that causes you to release dopamine is a cheeseburger, and you're going to keep going for that fucking cheeseburger. It's just that's like the rat keep going to the sugar cube. All right. Now going back to reproduction, because it was two things. You had two main drives, your hunger drive and your reproductive drive. So through the spirit, we explain how this dude, he exploits your hunger drive, and now your brain just wants the reward system for putting bullshit into your body. When in the beginning, the reward system came from putting Yahweh's food into your body. That's why fruit tastes so good. And you know, the Mediterranean diet consisted of that fish, all right, grass-fed beef from time to time. You know, but fish was that's the Hebrew man's diet, man. But still, it was mostly plant-based, man. But in the beginning, in the time of the garden, it was just fruit. Now, fruit only has a fraction of the nutrients it's supposed to have because of this damn fucking devil, man. My mom told me, because my mom was born in the 50s, man. My mom told me when she was a little girl, she was in the country, and when she would walk inside of a house around so-called Christmas, there would be a fruit basket in the house, and as soon as she walked in, she could smell the fruit, man. You can't smell a motherfucking thing now when you walk in the produce section at a grocery store, man, or even at a farmer's market. You don't smell that shit. Now, stomach is our second brain. I heard that too, because when you eat, the first thing you're nourishing is your brain, man. So just imagine going all your life eating the standard American diet, eating candy, eating things with sugar in it, and I've been making my earnest effort to look on the ingredients, and if they says sugar on the back, don't eat that shit, because sugar's a fucking drug, and Jake is really susceptible to the effects of sugar, man. When you isolate sugar, whether it's say cane sugar or no, it's all bullshit, man. Because I like dried fruit, but most dried fruit is laced with sugar. You know? But the first thing you're supposed to nourish your body with is really fruit. Because once again, you break a fast when you wake up. And I like putting, I've been putting like pineapple or just yellow fruit because I need their energy. Most yellow fruit resemble the sun because they resemble or they imitate the effects of the sun, and it gives you energy. But of course, I love watermelon. I be drinking a lot of pomegranate juice, you know? Especially like in the evening time, I drink a lot of pomegranate juice and stuff. All right, but I need that energy, man. Yeah, and all of our diets is horrible, man. Well, most of us. But this is a wicked kingdom that incentivizes you to eat horribly, man. So you can be dependent on this fucking pill system, man. The reproductive drive is for you to reproduce, man. All right, and that feeling you get when you bust a nut, so when you ejaculate, that's the Most High patting you on the shoulder saying, good job for reproducing yourself. It's an incentive to continue your existence. But what did this nigga do? He took reproduction and turned it into a drug. So ever since you was a little one, man, depending on what age you are now, you might have been growing up with a tablet in your hand, being exposed to pornography. Or 10, 12, 13, being exposed to pornography, causing you to excessively pleasure yourself to where you're just constantly releasing your seed in vain. Now, you have your own drives at around 12 because biologically you start reproducing at about 12, 14, you know? But that was under the structure of the Hebrew government to where you were, by the time you're 12, man, you might have had your shit together, man. You may have known how to build a house at 12 or you go into an apprenticeship like the apostles are going to, the men servants. So by the time you're 19, you can build your family, man. But Tobit's son, Tobiah was, Tobit's son in the book of Tobit was 14. What he got was Sarah of Ecbatane Media, which is an Israelite from the tribe of Naphtali over there in Iran. After the Assyrian Empire, after the conquest, or after the uprising of the Assyrian Empire, right? Yeah, but his rib was 14, and he was 14. Now, we're not doing it on this side, but he was right in tune with his biological mechanisms, man. You know? But now, man, you watching that filth on the internet since you 12, 14. And it's not a sin, but Esau is constantly putting you in a sexual state, man. Till about the time you actually do have SCX, man, you probably can't even get an erection. Or put a condom on to maintain an erection, man. This nigga destroyed your brain. Or you gotta think about the stuff on the internet just to maintain an erection when you're having SCX. This nigga wants you to stay in your most lowest state, which is your reproductive and your hunger state, man. He doesn't want you in tune with the Most High. But not only that, man, it's bread and circuses, man. While he's playing his NWO, you too distracted by the internet, you too drugged out by the standard American diet, and you too focused on flesh. You're too focused on fucking the flesh of a woman. Now, it's natural to want a woman, all right? Do your thing. But this nigga, the scripture says there's a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. But we've been embracing all our lives, whether it was through the internet or in real time. And you never had time to heal. You never had a time to refrain from embracing and give yourself time to heal. Because I read that every time you ejaculate, you lose 1 month worth of sperm. But it takes 1 month to make new sperm. So this nigga constantly got you just draining your energy, draining your energy, draining your energy, draining your energy. But then you fail to put the energy back into you because the standard American diet has no nutrients. So that's why I said Babylon has destroyed us, man. Then the jobs that we work is breaking us fucking down, man. You waking up at all type of hours that's outside of your circadian rhythm. you don't get a chance to stretch, or you might not give yourself time to stretch. Do a nature walk after you get off work to decompress, man. Cause I gotta get back on it, doing it, as soon as I get off work, man. Just decompressing first, then go home, man. If you can, You got most parks have pull-up bars. Yeah. That's another reason why our generation of men is weak, man. Because they've been releasing since there was 12 excessively. Like, it's natural to probably have masturbated, but now this man give you a tablet, so you constantly release it, constantly. Then you eat bullshit. Like the Gen Z generation is weird. They're not social because they grew up off a tablet. So I'm just bringing up this point, man. Like this nigga, man. If you deal with people, man, everybody is fucking fickle. They're stimulus junkies, man. You could very well have a 40-year-old man that's more in shape than a 20-year-old Israelite man. You could very well have a 40-year-old man that could, do push-ups and pull-ups and run and spar and all that. You can have a little chubby little 22-year-old that just addicted to his tablet, man. Because the Israelite man gets charged up off the earth. The earth charges up the Israelite man. So, hey man, when you're dealing with nature and you eating the way you're supposed to eat, man, that stuff charges you up, man. That tablet, it steals your attention, and now your attention is going to this tablet, and you sedentary in life, man. It's depleting you. It's doing the opposite, man. Like I said, Esau got us hooked on all type of shit, man. But you'll realize that you'll feel a whole lot better. Yeah, man, I gotta go back into my deep breathing too, man. But you'll feel a whole lot better when you refrain from some of these artificial stimulations that Esau gave us, man. So yeah, this truth is beautiful. But the outer layers of the truth is really taking care of yourself, man. Like, we've been in this truth. Some of us have been in this truth 17 years going on. Some of us have been in the truth 10 years. And imagine if you never changed your diet, or imagine if you never exercised, man. Like, I don't know, a brother could have had all type of health issues being in the truth this long, man. I've seen men who looked a certain way standing on the side of the camp, like standing on the other side of the line, watching brothers teach. And I've seen them come into the truth and take care of themselves and change that. First of all, they follow the dietary laws, but then they went more Mediterranean, more plant-based, and they started exercising, and it looked way different than they did, when they first came in. And it's a kahalam, like how about Shema Shai. I've seen brothers lose 20, 30, 40 pounds just off detoxing and exercising and stuff, man. But we didn't know we was gonna be in the truth 10 years, 12 years, 15 years. So just imagine being in the truth that long, you never changed the way you eat. Now you entering into your 30s and 40s with all type of health issues, man. We gotta heal our minds and heal our bodies to the best of our abilities, man. But that's pretty much the point. I gotta go into my daily battle. I'm sure a lot of y'all brothers are doing the same thing or coming from it. But with that, I hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah Bahashim Chakodash, the honest right elder apostles, elder bishops of Great Millstone Rule Well. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. A Bible ball, come here, Shalom, Shalom.